Heading into week 7, hopefully your fantasy football team is beginning to round into shape. Having said that, now's not the time to put your squad on autopilot. If you want to win a championship, you still need to be on the lookout for players who can improve your team. Injuries to starters all across the league means that there's now talent on your waiver wire that you can start right away. To that end, check out this list of widely available players who just might give you an edge over everyone in your league. Before we begin, be aware that the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills are on a bye for Week 7. Quarterback Spencer Rattler is still playing good football. He gave the Saints a chance to win this Sunday, throwing for 227 yards while not turning the ball over versus the New England Patriots. On the season, Rattler has completed 68% of his passes and thrown 6 touchdowns with only 1 interception. He also averages 5.5 yards per rush on 26 carries on the season. While his numbers won't blow you away, Rattler's a safe streaming option during Week 7. At barely 3% rostered, he's available in your league. While there's a possibility that starter J.J. McCarthy could return from injury this week to reclaim his job, you still need to take a look at Carson Wentz. He had another good game in his last start versus the Cleveland Browns as he threw for 236 yards and a touchdown. In his 3 starts this season, Wentz has completed 69% of his passes for 759 yards, 5 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. Having said that, any quarterback with wide receivers as good as Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison is worth taking a flyer on. Assuming that he starts, Wentz is a safe streaming option with upside. Jacoby Brissett, filling in for Kyler Murray, completed 27 passes for 320 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Those statistics are even more impressive when you consider that number 1 wide receiver Marvin Harrison missed more than half the game with a concussion. Assuming that Murray misses another game with his injured foot, if you're desperate, Brissett might be worth the risk versus the Green Bay Packers this Sunday. Joe Flacco is worth a dart's throw if you need a player with the potential to have a big game. In his first game after being traded to the Cincinnati Bengals, Flacco passed for 219 yards and 2 touchdowns with no turnovers in Sunday's loss to the Green Bay Packers. Flacco is a notorious risk taker, and he might have a couple of bombs up his sleeve and in his arm that can get you a lot of points if you decide to pick him up. Sam Darnold has had a good season for the Seattle Seahawks. He's thrown touchdowns in 5 of the 6 games this season, with a total of 11 touchdown passes on the year while completing over 70% of his passes. At less than 50% owned, Darnold is an excellent streaming option for people who are missing Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen due to their bye. Running back Kamani Vidal appears to be the back to own from the Los Angeles Chargers backfield. Filling in for the injured Amari Hampton, Vidal rushed 18 times for 124 yards and also added 3 catches and a touchdown in the Chargers' win over the Miami Dolphins. At less than 30% owned, if you're lucky, he might still be on waivers in your league. He faces a matchup on Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts defense. Even though running back Jaylen Warren returned from injury, Kenneth Gainwell still had 6 carries and 6 catches in Sunday's win over the Cleveland Browns. Even though he wasn't efficient with his touches, the volume is encouraging. Slightly over 50% owned in fantasy, Gainwell has a chance to have a good game against the porous Cincinnati Bengals defense. Grab him in your league if he's still available. We're going to take a time out from our story to ask you to like, subscribe, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and repeat when it comes to our videos. Now, back to our story. Over the past 2 games, wide receiver Kendrick Bourne has been targeted 20 times, and he's caught 15 of those for 284 yards. Despite wide receiver Jawan Jennings returning this past Sunday versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, after the game, Jennings admitted that he had played with multiple broken ribs. As long as the 49ers continue to struggle to suit up healthy wide receivers, Bourne is a must-add in every league at less than 40% owned. With the rash of injuries that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have suffered, take a look at wide receiver Cameron Johnson. He caught all 4 of his targets, including a touchdown in Sunday's win versus the San Francisco 49ers. If you have injuries or you need a guy for your flex spot, consider adding Johnson to your roster. Tight end Rondé Gadsden caught 7 of his 8 targets for 68 yards and a touchdown in Sunday's win over the Miami Dolphins. With Quentin Johnson missing this past Sunday's game and Keenan Allen currently struggling over the past several games, take a look at adding Gadsden to your lineup. At only about 1% rostered, no doubt he's available in your league. While some of the players you pick up might not pan out, you should always keep an eye on improving your team. If you're not constantly checking out players like this, you're cheating yourself out of victory and a chance to win you a fantasy championship. Do you already have any of these players on your roster? And what do you think their chances are of breaking out and helping your team? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for checking out our video. We appreciate you spending time with us. We have other videos that need love too, so please take some time to check those out as well. Come back and check us out next week when we give you more players to add that'll help you improve your chances of getting you a fantasy championship this year. Thanks again and see you soon.